Positive integers s and t have the property that s times s minus t is 29. What is the value of s plus t? S times s minus t is equal to 29. Well, 29 is a prime number. It's 29 times 1, right? Because we have two numbers here. So how do we get two numbers? Well, just stick on a 1, and that should suffice. So that means this is the 29, and this is the 1. Okay, so that means s is 29, and then s minus t is equal to 1. So that means 29 minus t is equal to 1, and therefore t is equal to 28. They want s plus t. Okay, no problem. S plus t will be 29 plus 28, and that is equal to 57. Number 10, the answer is C. Each number below the top row is the product of the number to the right and to the number to the left in the row immediately above it. What is the value of x? So they've shown you 1, 7 times 5 is 35. So this y is equivalent to the 5 times the x. So I'll just write that in, 5 times x. And then to get the 700, you have to multiply the 35 by y. But 35 times y is the equivalent of 35 times 5 times x. So that means 35 times y is 700, but we just figured out that y is equivalent to 5 times x. So this is what we have to figure out. X therefore is 700 divided by 35 times 5, and if you do that math, you get x equal to 4. So number 10, the answer is B. When two integers between 1 and 10 are multiplied, the result is 14. What is the sum of these two integers? All right, well, 14 is basically 2 times 7. That's the only way to break it up into two numbers that are both between 1 and 10. So our numbers are 2 and 7. And they want you to add those two numbers now. Okay, well, 2 plus 7, that is 9. So number 4, the answer is D. 44 times 22 is equal to 44 times 22. Well, you can do it the long way, which is multiplying it all out, which is 968, and then sort of calculating each one of these. Or what you can quickly recognize, if you want to, is that if I multiply this by 2 and then divide this by 2, I've essentially have not changed the number, and 2 times 44 is 88, and 22 divided by 2 is 11. And that's exactly what this is. So number 5, the answer is B. If this equals this, what is the possible value of n? Okay, well, we can cross out the 3, another 3, and another 7. So all we are left with is 5 times 9 is equal to n squared. Well, 5 times 5 times 9, I believe, is 225. And if you take the square root of both sides, you get 15. So number 5, the answer is A. If x and y are positive integers and 3 to the power of x times 5 to the power of y is 225, then x plus y is. Well, we obviously have to break up 225 into its prime factors. It's 3 times 3 times 5 times 5. So that would be, in terms of exponents, 3 to the power of 2 times 5 to the power of 2. 3 to the power of x, 5 to the power of y. Well, obviously, comparing, x is equal to 2, and y is equal to 2. So x plus y is going to be 2 plus 2, which is 4. So at number 8, the answer is B. The symbols heart and triangle represent different positive integers less than 20. If heart times heart times heart is triangle, what is the value of triangle times triangle? So let's try 1. 1 times 1 times 1 is equal to 1. But that doesn't work because they have to be different. The heart and the triangle have to be different, right? So obviously this one doesn't work. So let's try 2. 2 times 2 times 2 is equal to 8. Okay, that seems to work. Any others that I can get? 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. No, because 27 is obviously not less than 20. So this is the only one. So that obviously means that the heart is equal to 2 and the triangle is equal to 8. So triangle times triangle obviously is going to be 8 times 8, which is 64. So number 9, the answer is D. When two positive integers are multiplied, the result is 24. When these two integers are added, the result is 11. When the smaller integer is subtracted from the larger integer, the result is, we have two integers. When they're multiplied, it's 24. When they're added, it's 11. So you just do this by inspection. What two numbers multiplied together equal 24? And those same two numbers added together equal 11. Well, I think it's 3 and 8. Because 3 times 8 is indeed 24. And 3 plus 8 is indeed 11. So now you take the smaller and subtract it from the larger. The smaller subtracted from the larger would be 8 minus 5. 8 minus 3, that is. And that is equal to 5. So number 4, the answer is D. The heart and triangle represent different positive integers less than 20. If heart times heart times heart is equal to triangle, what is the value of triangle times triangle? Well, let's try 1 for heart. If we put that in, we get 1 times 1 times 1 is equal to 1. Now, at first that may seem a possible solution, but remember, these symbols have to be different. So in this case, they're both the same, so that's not valid. Let's try 2 for the heart. 2 times 2 times 2, and that gives me 8. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's try 3. 3 times 3 times 3 gives me 27. Well, the integers have to be less than 20, and 27 is obviously not less than 20. So the only one that actually works based on the parameters of the question is that one. So that basically means that 8 is equal to that triangle. So triangle times triangle would be the equivalent of 8 times 8, and that is 64. So number 5, the answer is D. 3 integers from the list have a product of 80. What is the sum of these 3 integers? So we've got to choose 3 of these that multiply to 80. And when you think about it for a little bit, you'll be able to hopefully conclude that those 3 integers are 1, 4, and 20. Those are the only 3 that would work to give a product of 80. Now they want the sum of those 3. Well, that would be 1 plus 4 plus 20. And that, of course, is 25. So number 8, the answer is C.